Welcome friends, and let's create this heart chasing game. For this we need a spirit, and here our spirit character is main character. The main spirit is a parrot. So search for the parrot and let's have a parrot. Parrot has two costumes, flap up and flap down, and we were going to change the flap up and flap down, and also we are going to change the position of the parrot up, down, right and left. We will move it by using when particular key press, but we need to add some animations. So for this I will use the control events when the parrot click, when the spirit click, and here before flying the parrot will say it's time to fly. And now let me add some motion up, down, right and left for the parrot. For this I will go to the events and let us select when the particular key is pressed. So I will add up arrow. So when the up arrow from the desktop is pressed, we will just change the x, the coordinate, by 10. So it will make the parrot move little bit forward. Same we will do with the down arrow. Same we will do with the left and right. So move it forward, we need to change the y. To move it upward, we need to change the y. So change y by 10. To move it down, we will change the same with y, that is minus 10. So when a player play the up arrow, it will move up by 10. When a user play the down arrow, the parrot will move down by 10. Same we can do with the left and right. Now let me add the heart. So select the heart spirit and change the size of the heart. And we need to make this heart movable in a random positions. So to make this possible, we can go with when click, and from the when click we will choose the motion, that is go to random position. So when I click it, the mouse will move the random position. But here we need to move the heart in the x directions, and to move it continuously, first we need to set the x to the particular position, let's say 250. Now it will move the random positions and come back to the 250. And second, we will change the x to minus 10. So it will move to the opposite direction. Let me add the repeat to, let's say 10 or 32, but here I will take 10. So what happened, my friend, when I click on this, it will go to the random positions and come back to the 250s, and it will repeat for the 10 times. But we need to run it forever. So for this you can make a drag and drop of the forever loop. Now here the heart will move forever like this, but we are only repeating it for the 10 times. So each time it just moved to the minus 10. So let me increase the repetition, let's say to 50. Now when I run it, when I click on it, you will see the difference. Let me place the spirit heart to a particular position. Now you can see the heart is moving. Each time it will go to the random positions. After the random position, it will set back to the original position, that is the 250, and it will repeat the change of x for 10 times. Try it out, my friends. Now let me have a beautiful background, that is a backdrop for the stage. So this is my backdrop, that is a blue sky. And now when I click it, it says time to fly. Now you can use your arrow to make it up, down, forward and backward. But till now we are only using up arrow and the down arrow. For up arrow, we are changing the y by 10. For the down arrow, we are changing the y by minus 10. Same we can do with. Now let me add the if then conditions to check when the parrot touches the heart. So go to controls and make a drag and drop of if, and here I'm going to move to the sensings, and here I'm going to use a block that says touching mouse pointer. So just make a drag and drop or touch in mouse pointer and change it to heart. So whenever the parrot touches the heart, we can generate a value. For this, I'm going to use a variable named score. So we will increment the value of score by 1 whenever the parrot touches the heart. So here what I'm going to do, I'm going to use change variable, that is the score, to 1 whenever the heart touches. But this will run only one time, so we need to make it repetitive. Now here I'm going to use the control that says just repeat it for the 10 times. And here you can see I'm going to change it to the 32. You can change any number, and I'm going to run this forever. Now what is going to be happen when I run this particular applications, you will have a parrot that can move up and down, but it won't run. As you can see in the heart, let me click the heart, and here it is not running. Now it's running. You need to stop it and run it. Now what is happening over here, whenever the parrot touches the heart, the value is incrementing very fast. It is not counting it by +1. Instead, it is just creating a random numbers, means it is incrementing more than enough. So how we can handle it? To handle it, I'm going to change a little bit of code. First I will use the forever, but still I think in that case scenario it is increasing. Now what you need to do, when it start running, first we need to set the value to the original value, let's say 0. And now let's run it, so it will start with the 0. Let's see whether the problem is solved or not. So in this way you can debug, but it is still increasing. That is the issue. We need to increment the value of the score when the parrot touches the heart only by 1. So this is a delay issue, because we are not delaying our loop. To run it much better, we need to delay the loop. So as a solution, what you can do, you can add a wait control from the control. See? Now let's do it. How you can do it? Just drag and drop a wait after the scroll. And let me run it. And now let's see whether it is working or not. It is incremented by 1. By 2. That's great. So if you are incrementing a value and if you are not providing a delay, it will goes on increasing. That's why we added a wait for a particular second, so that the x variable will get time to increment it. Now let me change the costume of my parrot whenever it fly up and down, whenever we use the up arrow and the down arrow. Now let's run it. Now you can see it is flapping. And the score is increasing whenever the parrot touches the heart. In this way, my friend, you can create a very simple games. You can use your own creativity to create any type of game. You just need to remember, to create a Scratch application, we need a stage and we need some sprite. Now let's add some more sprite. Let's add a cloud. And this cloud will move. in the opposite direction. I'm just setting the cloud in my stage, and let's go to the motion and control, and let me add whenever I click on a green flag. Here in the motion, we will change the value of cloud to the opposite direction by providing a negative value. Let's say the -10. And it will run forever. So when I run it here, you can see it is moving very slowly. That's why I say -10. Now what will happen when I do this, it will end up once it reach the end starting of the stage, and we need to move it forever. So what happened, my friend? First, when the user click on it, we will set a initial value of the x coordinate, somewhere say the 250, and we will use a repetitive loop. Okay, and then let's run it. Now you can see still we have an issue. So what we will do, we will set the value of x inside the forever. So it will repeat for the 10 times. You need to increase it to 50 because the 10 is just the 10 step. So let me increase it to 50. Now as you can see, when I click on it, the cloud is moving. So this way you can provide an animations in the opposite direction. You need to take care of the repetitive process and the step that you are counting. Now I am also going to change the costume of the cloud at each repetition. And I will add a wait. So it will wait for 1 second and then cloud move. That's all, my friends. Now let's have the final output. See, let me run it. It's time to fly. And here we need to wait for the heart. So Parrot will touch the heart, and here it will increase. Till now, see, here see, the Parrot touches the heart. See, once again. Thanks for watching it.